Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Zinc from MCrunch, bringing you a video on how to run your Minecraft a whole lot smoother. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about MCrunch. As most of you, well, probably all of you, don't know what MCrunch is. Basically, we're just like a small team, or let's say family, who are currently working on making a brand new server for you guys, and we're going to be implementing like games like Fraction, Survival, just a whole bunch of games, walls, mini games, anything you could think of. We're going to try and squeeze as much as we possibly can into it. The reason for why we're doing this is because yeah, we just want to put more variety on the table for you guys to basically jump in, play with your friends, make more friends. We just want to expand the amount of servers that's on Minecraft. As most of you don't know how to make your own servers, or you want to jump online and play with your friends, and you don't know how to do multiplayer because you have to make your own server, and it's all confusing, and then plus, making your own games. But, we're putting those games in there for you guys, so, you can just jump straight in once everything is up and running. But at the moment, we are in closed beta. We're still building on things. We're still trying to make, the things happen, make all the magic happen in the games and in MCrunch itself. But more to the topic of how to make Minecraft, run a lot more smoother. Well, let's just basically jump straight into it. Now, to make it run a lot smoother, this video is mainly on dedicating more RAM to Minecraft. Now, basically, it's going to make things run a lot smoother. Where you get those problems where stuff doesn't, you get little chunks that don't load in the game, or when there's a lot of players in the server and everything starts getting slow. Then it helps out with things like that. Stuff with TNT and just rendering chunks and blah blah blah, whatever. But basically what you're going to want to do, guys, is you want to go down to your bottom left screen, click on your start menu, and right click on computer and go to properties. Now you want to take note of how much RAM you actually have on your computer or your system. In my case, I have 16 gigabyte of RAM, where I have 15.2 gigabyte usable. So I want to leave 4 gig of RAM left over for my system, for other applications and things that's going to be running in the background, and for my system itself. So technically, I would only have 11.2 gigabyte of RAM left over doing nothing, which I can allocate that RAM to, say, a game or a specific program. Now, I know this sounds a little bit confusing, but it's really simple when it comes to Minecraft. So technically, you want to leave 4 gig left over for your system, so take 4 or 5, which leaves you the 11. So I have 11 gigabytes to play with. So you just want to take note of that, guys. But if you have a smaller computer that's got like 6 or 2, you can always dedicate less RAM to Minecraft, which is more than the 1 gig that's already dedicated to it. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So I have 11. If I load up Minecraft right now, then I will show you that as Minecraft comes, when you just straight up download it, there's only 1 gigabyte of RAM dedicated to Minecraft, which is pretty good. But for those of you who are running texture packs and things like that, you can get better performance out of it on more frames per second. So if we click on edit profile, where it says your profile name at the bottom, then it will bring up the profile editor. Now at the bottom right here where it says JVM arguments, you just want to click on that, and where it says XMX1G, now that 1G stands for 1 gigabyte of RAM. Now I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube and things like that, and people want you to write coding in the text document in WordPad and then put that into Java, blah 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 blah. Really, you don't have to do any of that whatsoever, as you can just edit it right here, which is 100% times easier. So yeah, but just to show you guys this does work, I'm gonna leave it on 1 gig for now. I'm gonna save that, and I'm gonna jump into a game just to show you that there is only 1 gig of RAM running right now. So when I bump it up afterwards, then you can see that it does work. So if I just click on multiplayer and go onto the Opticraft server, and right, if I come over to the black wall, so you'd be able to see the text at the top right of the screen a little better, and if I press F3, as you can see, You know, it says used memory 24%, 250, 270 MB of 910 MB. So I'm just going to take note of that is 910 MB. I'm just going to write that down so you know I can keep track of numbers. Allocated memory 52%, which is 475 MB. So if you take note of them numbers right there, then you know it technically is only dedicated 1 GB of RAM because it's on 910 MB, which is close enough to 1 gig. So right, if we come out of this right now, just close our Minecraft, and we load Minecraft back up. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dedicate an extra 3 GB of RAM. So I'm allocating 4 GB of RAM to Minecraft. So in order to do this, simply go on Edit Profile, click on JVM Arguments, which I think it is Java something arguments, and that's all you want to do, guys. Is you know, take note of how much RAM you have in your system. In my case, I have 11 GB of RAM to play with, so I don't want to allocate all the 11 gig. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna set it to 4 GB of RAM, which is more than enough for Minecraft. So I'm just gonna simply put 4G in there, which is 4 GB of RAM. And once that number 4 is in there, make sure you keep this ticked right here in the checkbox and simply save profile. So, and we're going to click on play. We're going to go back into the OpticCraft server to show you guys that I've allocated, you know, the 4 GB of RAM. Let me just maximize that a little bit. Click on multiplayer, jump back into the server, join server, and I think the top right was 910 MB, so if we just come back over to the black wool, and if I click F3 again, now as you can see in the top right, it says memory used 4%. I'm using 163, and you know, the number just keeps going up, and then it refreshes and goes back down, of 3,641. Now, when we first came into the game, there was only 910 MB, which is a gig. Now it's 3,641 MB, which is 4 gig. And as you can see, allocated memory, which I think was on 45% or 50%, has now dropped down to 18%. You know, and it's next to that is which is 674 MB. I'm not too sure what that stands for, but in the very top right, you know, the 3,641, that is how much memory you've actually allocated, but it is actually 4 gig. I think the other memory is just reserved over for other stuff, I'm not too sure. But yeah, guys, that is how you make Minecraft run a lot smoother. It's a simple procedure. I can't really say that word, but hopefully I said it right. I think I failed badly but never mind. So yeah, that's how you allocate more RAM to Minecraft, the easiest way I found possible. This has been Zinc, bringing you a video on how to run Minecraft a lot smoother, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace!